Google and Apple are clashing with the EU over the future of AI assistants. Google and Apple have a big leg up from the AI race, the control of billions of smartphones around the world. That's according to the European Commission, which is now cracking down on what that means for AI assistants. Apple and Google has long dominated the smartphone market, combining for roughly 5 billion active Android phones and iPhone worldwide, according to a market research firm Omnia. And as AI continues to become more ubiquitous and specialized, the two tech giants are enabling their AI assistants to help complete tasks rather than just answer questions. But the European Commission wants other virtual assistants to be just as prominent on smartphones as Google's Gemini and Apple's Siri, but is now demanding that Google gives other AI agents broader access to Android by July 2027. The EU's mandate is part of the Digital Markets Act, a set of big tech regulations that went into effect in the region in 2023. The European Commission believes this new mandate could help level the playing field in AI race. About 427 million iPhones and Android phones fall under EU's regulation, according to Omdia. Apple and Google, however, say opening up the platform could raise serious privacy concerns. Apple announced in June they would not launch a new Siri AI assistant on phones and iPads in the EU because of the Digital Markets Act. Experts agree that allowing internal servers to access Apple's and Google's operating system could be dangerous for security and user privacy. But some also question whether privacy is Google's primary motivation for pushing back on the EU's rules. I would say that we have to take these tech companies' arguments with a grain of salt and look at whether they've cared about privacy up to the point where suddenly a decision respecting them in ways they don't like. Kelly Schroeder, Senior Counsel and Director of the AI and Human Rights Program at the Electronic Privacy and Information Center, told CNN. Opening up Android. The Commission wants EU Android users to have a wider and more feature-rich range of options to choose from, both when it comes to the AI services on Android and to search to services, according to a press release last week. EU users should be able to access other AI agents with their voice and use third-party AI agents to operate apps on their behalf on Android, as they would with Gmail, the Commission says. It also wants Google to share search data with other search engines and AI chatbots so that other companies can offer similar experience to Google Search. Google will start sharing search data in January under the new mandate. Google says the Android changes would pose a major security risk because it would give external apps sensitive and powerful device permissions. Kent Walker, Google and Alphabet's President of Global Affairs, wrote in a statement on Tuesday. He could add that sharing search data would also weaken citizen privacy, risk business trade secrets, and endanger national security. Samir Samad, Google's Android president, said in an X post on Friday that the European Commission is on the wrong track with its rules and that users can choose to switch to another system on their own. Android phone with an opportunity to change the default AI assistant in the same menu. Apple said similar privacy concerns, saying the EU's requirement would force Apple to give any virtual assistant direct access to users' private data. Apple said proposed solutions that were rejected by the EU but will continue to work with regulators. A European Commission spokesperson said they have been in regular contact with Apple on the matter. Large tech companies that fall under the DMA, known as gatekeepers, can implement appropriate privacy, security, and integrity safeguards, the spokesperson said. The enforcement regulations, like the Digital Markets Act, could also potentially impact Apple and Google's influence over their smartphone software. ChatGPT is already installed on about 30% of EU smartphones, and the EU rules could give OpenAI a further edge. Visual Health wrote, The pressure is what the implications for Google or the consumer would be if the user can utilize ChatGPT, something Uber, completely bypassing the need to engage with Android. Ria Bahrov, an analysis with Omdia, told CNN over email. Privacy concerns. The EU's new mandate also highlights critical questions over privacy in the AI era and the challenges tech companies and regulators face in solving them. Without proper protections built into software, giving apps deeper access to Android or iOS could allow them to legally siphon information from users' phones, Scruton said. And what happens if the AI assistant malfunctions? The consequence could be critical if an agent has access to a user's message, locations, and the device's screen and microphones. It could exercise the user's delegate authority or to do other things that maybe the user may not have wanted to happen, said Michael Stokes, Senior Vice President of Emerging Technology at Vivint, a company that sells secure infrastructure and communication products. If AI agents are granted those types of permission, phone makers like Samsung would be the ones to make those decisions and vet them, Google says. Advancement in technology have historically required some types of privacy trade-off, like giving apps access to your location for more accurate recommendations. But AI systems are often trained in scraping huge amounts of data from internet, which could preclude a user's personal information without their knowledge. We also want to make sure the users are aware of the risks they're taking when they engage with AI systems, Scruton said. I don't think that awareness is where we need to catch up a little bit more.